What's going on, guys and girls? Meta recently released their newest model called Llama 3.1, which is said to be their most capable model to date. Essentially, it's the most powerful, smartest, and best AI model from Meta. Let's actually go ahead and give it a try. Let's see if we can generate articles that are similar to the content that we can get back from GPT-4 and Sonnet 3.5 from Claude AI. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to copy over some of my prompts here. I will probably just copy over some prompts because it is a limited beta. So right now we're not essentially able to use it to its fullest capacity as of yet. So first I'm going to tell it, when writing, I want you to follow these instructions. So I'm going to paste that in there. And as you can see it's going to summarize that they can actually follow those instructions. Now, I imagine that this is going to look a lot different within the next 6 months to a year, because this seems to be very sort of simple to use as for now. But just like ChatGPT and Claude, I'm sure we'll see a lot more advancements and a lot more things in which we can do on Meta AI. So now let's go ahead and copy over our prompt for the outline. So I'm going to copy over my prompt. I'm going to tell it to write an article about... I'd also be interested to know what this is trained up to. I will check that out and let you guys know up to what date or information this is trained up to. Let's see if it's actually trained on its own information. So iPhone 14, specs, and a buying guide. Okay, so now I'm going to hit enter. And to use Meta AI, just head over to meta.ai and you need to sign in with a Facebook or an Instagram account. Okay, so overall, I would say the speed is pretty good. It's fairly fast. And we also have a lot of information here about the iPhone 14 that would be useful for a spec and buying guide blog post. So now I'm going to tell it to write the full article. And again, if you want to get my prompts, it will be in the description below today's video. All you have to do is enter your email and I'll send you over those prompts straight into your inbox. So I'm going to tell it to write the full article. Not step by step or section by section. You can do that, but that just takes a little bit longer. And just tell us to write the full article. And it'll be interesting to test out the AI detectiveness and also the SEO score for an article like this. This is cool. It's included some tables, even though we didn't necessarily tell it to include tables. So this is really good. And it kind of stops writing there, and I think that's because it has a limit as to how much it's going to output. So if it stops writing, just tell it to continue, and as you can see, it will continue writing. Okay, so we get the conclusion and we get the target keyword, iPhone 14 specs and buying guide. The blog post is continued from the previous response. The word count is approximately 700 words. Okay, that's pretty good. I like that. So right off the bat, I would say that this is pretty decent. I'm pretty happy with the output quality. Of course, I don't think it's to the level of, let's say, Sonnet from Claude or even GPT-4, but it definitely has really good potential. Let's actually go ahead and read the first paragraph to see how it writes as an AI. The iPhone 14 series has finally arrived, and with it, a plethora of exciting new features, upgrades, and improvements. If you're considering purchasing one of these latest Apple devices, it's essential to understand iPhone 14 specs and what they mean for your user experience. In this guide, we'll delve into the details of each model, Okay, this is pretty decent, I would say. Very to the point, sounds very human-like as well. Of course, I would have to do a little bit more testing, but overall, I wouldn't say that this is a bad article by any means. As you can see, you can share, save, good response, bad response, or copy each section of the output that you get back. It is nice that we got some tables included there, some information about the iPhone 14 Max, iPhone 14 Pro Max, and so on. So it does seem as though Meta AI is trained on information that's a little bit more up to date. It is a pretty good writer. It writes in a very human-like tone. Now let's actually go ahead and we're going to test the AI score for this specific article. In terms of AI testing, it is likely AI, 100% confidence from originality.ai. So as you can see, it does not bypass AI detectors, but maybe if I prompt it in a better way, it will bypass AI detectors, which I will test and do another video on that. So again, overall, I think that this is a big improvement in Meta from their previous models. It definitely is now up to par with, let's say, GPT-4 or maybe Claude, the older models. They're making a lot of improvements and progress, and I do see them becoming a bigger player in the AI space as they continue to roll out new updates onto their models. So again, if you guys want to try it out, m.ai. If you want to try out my prompts, it will be in the description below today's video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.